17, turn right, heading 185, reduce speed 180 knots.
185 on the heading, 180 on the speed Gulf Air 007.
Speedbird 124, reduce speed 160 knots to 40 ME.
Reduce 160 to 4, speed 124.
3 hours and 32 minutes later, we are almost ready for our descent into Heraklion. As I said at the beginning of the video, it should be starting to get dark, so we're pretty much right on cue. You can see the sun is, well, you can't see the sun because it's behind us, but the sun is setting, I promise you. Hence the kind of yellowy, orangey look that the clouds are showing off. We have a grand total of 150 miles left to run, and we already programmed the arrival, if you remember, at Leeds. Ignore that weather refresh, it does it all the time. We already programmed the arrival at Leeds, so we don't actually have to change very much. It's a VOR DME runway 27, which is relatively straightforward. It's actually a really nice approach. It comes from a place called Gonzo, and then you just fly a 12 DME arc around the Heraklion VOR, and then intercept the 270 inbound radial to it, and then just descend like you would in any other VOR procedure. It's a 3-degree gradient, so nothing too crazy. So we'll just check we've got everything. We'll go into plan mode, I think. Yeah, let's switch to plan mode, and then we'll zoom in and make sure everything is how we want it. So there we go, it's already done for us. There's Gonzo. After Gonzo, we're going to fly the 12 arc, and what we can do is we can go to the fixed page, and we can put the India Romeo Alpha IRA, excellent, in there, and then we just want a 12 DME arc around it, so we'll just put a ring around it. You can see that's spot on. This turn here from D080L should be a little bit wider. It's a standard procedure turn, not to go direct to Foxtrot Delta 27. So we will not fly that in LNAV. Well, we can LNAV it till about there, but then we'll have to carry on with heading. Otherwise we'll turn too soon, and that's not good. So as far as altitudes go, you want to be, let's see, 2,500 feet over 7 miles to run. The approach, the descent starts at 7 miles at 2,500 feet, so we'll just see where that puts us. It's actually there. If we put another ring around at 7 miles, it's spot on. So that's the arc we need to follow, and then that's when we start the descent. We need to be at least 2,500 feet by that point. So yeah, easy stuff. As far as landing data goes, it's on my other computer. So landing weight is 49.8, which is, well, it's pretty much what we're on now. So we're going to be using flap 30. The runway here is quite long, actually. It's really weird. The runway is pretty long, but they have no ILS. It's 2,700 meters. It's pretty long. 45 wide. They've got a cross runway as well, which is 3012, but it doesn't really matter. So we'll use flat 30, 135, and we'll also use auto brake 2, and we'll use idle reverse as well, and that'll slow us down quite nicely. Let's go back to the map because I don't want to miss top of descent. As far as the minimums go, well, it's on the other chart that I just changed away from. So VOR runway 27 and minima is 1,100. Now, you set the minima here, this one. I assume that the you would just set it to 100 and just remember that it's 1,100. I don't know how you would do that, but whatever, it is what it is. The aerodrome elevation is 115 feet, so we need to set that. So we'll do 120, and then the cabin altitude should be 200 foot below that. So let's go. Is that minus? If it is. So we want to go minus 120, and 20, and 120. Yeah, that makes sense. That didn't make sense in my head. Minus 120 plus 200 is 120. So yeah. Good stuff. Weather radar is pointing in the right direction. It's tilted down slightly because we've got a small nose-up pitch. But apart from that, oh, of course, actually the frequencies, why not? So we'll set the Heraklion VOR, which is 108.8. 108.8, like that. 94 miles. We can put it on the other side as well if we need to. It makes no difference. 108.8. Missed approach is climbing up to 3,000 feet back to Gonzo to hold. It's relatively straightforward. It's just a right turn, max 185, and a minimum of 15 degrees of bank, which is well, we're more than capable of that. Okay, so it wants me to reset MCP out. We're going to go all the way down to 2,500. There is nothing in the way. There's no ATC on, so always good. What I need to do though is turn on some backlighting in the panel. It's very, very dark now. So I turn on the overhead panel lights, like so, and everything else can just stay as is. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you this, didn't I? So you can adjust, if you look here, you can kind of see the background light change. But if you do it really fast, how cool is that? That's so nice that they modelled that. And then of course that's the brightness of the gauges. Let's see what there we want. Centre pumps we already turned off in the cruise. Of course you were just being serenaded with panoramic shots of the 737. However, what goes up must come down, and we are doing just that. 3 hours 39 minutes, and we're scheduled 4:20. So actually we might land a little bit ahead of schedule. It's good. It's always nice when that happens. Increase the ND range, and it's a really nice night. I probably should check the weather actually. Let me just Google that real quick. Google the METAR. So the METAR at the moment is 31014, Cav OK, 22 degrees, QNH is 1010, and I'm going to set that right now because we are continuously descending all the way down. 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, that's all I've got. So I'll talk to you when we're a little bit further down the way. Okay, so we are now inbound to, well, should be the start of the arc. but it's not. Delta 335 November. Actually, the start of the approach is at Gonzo over here, but I just wanted to take a look at the lighting. I mean, you can actually see there's Heraklion right there. We'll be landing west to east, so we'll be see if we can see the runway. It's there, very, very, very faintly. Can you see that? And then there's a cross runway coming this way, which is it's very, very nice. And also, the scenery is actually amazing. I still can't get over how pretty much 99% of scenery in X-Plane is freeware, and it's exceptional quality. It just amazes me that, you know, if I was in FSX now, this entire flight would have cost me in excess of probably $100, and in X-Plane it's cost me, well, the cost of the aircraft and the sim, and that's it. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Anyway, 10K, so inboards, I think, yeah, turn-offs, and definitely logo because it's nighttime. Seatbelt signs are already on, and we can have a look at the checklist. So the approach check, actually the descent checklist, the pressurization we already set, that's fine. Recall we need to do, nothing, so that's all good. Auto brake set is 2, and the landing data, the VREF is in at 135, flat 30. Approach briefing is complete. Altimeters are set 1010, indicating 10K on both sides, and that is the approach checklist also completed. Also, what I did do, which I forgot to do in the little snippet before this, I set the course for the VOR. So I completely forgot to do it. Would have been interesting, wouldn't it? Press VOR lock with whatever was in the course. I think it was 360. We would have gone back on ourselves. So yeah, there is Heraklion. You know what? I know it's a VOR approach, but I just want to fly visually. It's just such perfect conditions for it. But we'll follow it around just to see how it handles the VOR. Just so nice. Everything about X-Plane is just beautiful. The lights, the ambience, the sounds. Drag required. Nah, we'll be okay. We don't need that much. Let's sync this heading up and start moving it around as we get closer. We'll range into 10. You can see here 11.9, 11.8, and it's a 12 DME arc, so we're pretty much spot on. Mandatory wing view. Look at that. I'll never get bored of this. I will never get bored of this. And you know, the thing is, this isn't even with any ortho stuff. This is just the HD version 3 scenery. And I've still not got any of the photorealistic stuff. So I can imagine when that happens, like, yeah, things will move in my pants. So it's going to be awesome. Okay, it's slowing down a bit now. Heading round. Starting to turn right. Actually square off that weather radar and just tilt it like 2 up so you can see in front of us. Although, weather, yeah, okay, no worries. What weather? We can see the leading lights as well in the sea. Look at that. Some random lights here on the coastline. Okay, so here's Gonzo now, which is the start of the approach. So what I'm going to do over Gonzo is put it into level change and then speed 210. And we'll help it out with a small amount of speed brake, nothing crazy. You can see that on the wing. There we go. Just going to level off a minute while it slows down. And this is where things happen very fast. Faster than you would think. Okay, so just about can deal with flat 1. I'm going to light one off there. Speed. Okay, don't give me the speed then. There we go. Okay, it's done it. Slow to 170. Good stuff. Right, I want to roll out on about 170. Okay. 11 miles to go. Flat 5. Look out the wing, you can probably see it. There it is. Okay. I'm going to move my power to idle. You'll see it match with the auto throttle. Maybe a touch high, but we should be able to pick this back up when we reach 170. If you look at the rate of descent now is increasing, so we'll be okay. We'll start to turn in. Maybe like 260. Okay. I don't know why it's increasing power when we're in flight level change. That's really weird. There's the localizer. Might just take the auto throttle out actually. There we go. I'll keep hold of that myself because it's trying to speed up and I don't know why. Okay, there we go. We've got a good run in now. So remember, we've got to get down to 2,500 by 7 miles. So we've got 1,000 feet to go in 4 miles, which is okay. We can do that. Now if we change to VOR mode, like so, actually, is there not another one? There you go, like that. Now I can see it. Cool. Now hopefully, if we play this right, we'll get a continuous descent here. So let me just VS it. I have the power, remember, so I don't need to remember that I can't screw it up too much. 9 miles to go. Okay. Power. So what's our ground speed at the moment? It's 147. So we'll go gear down and we'll go flat 15. And we'll go continuous. I keep saying conditions. I'm not flying for -8. All the landing lights on and the taxi light on. 7 miles to go. And now we can really start to slow down. So we'll do 150. Ground speed's 135, so we want to do about 700 feet a minute. We'll do that here like this. There we go. And then we want to go flat 30 and 135. With that headwind, we'll do 145 and we'll keep it there. Arm the speed brake. Let me. Oh, because the speed brake was out. My bad. Okay. Arm the speed brake. And we can also take the landing checklist, so we'll ding the cabin, start switches continuous, speed brake arm, landing gear down, and flat 30 green light. Okay, so we will take out the automatics, we'll reset the missed approach altitude, and then we have full control. And that's about right. We should be at 5 miles at 1,700 feet, and we're at 5 miles at 1,700 feet, so can't complain. And this view, for you that like wing views, should work quite well. See all the traffic on the road. Anyway, let me concentrate on landing. I could take the flight directors out if I really wanted to. Actually, you know what? I will. I'll take them out and then put them back in just in case we have to go around. So nice. So nice. Pedals at the ready. $1,000 to go.
1,000.
We already passed minimums, so it's all good. I didn't hear it call it, so there's that. Oh, actually no, because it wouldn't call it at 1,000, would it? It would call it at 100. So I don't really know what you do there. I'm sure someone will tell me. Anyway. Easy does it.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Versus. Oop. It's 80. 70. Manual braking. 60. Reverses can come in. 40. Good stuff. We'll vacate this next left. And welcome to Heraklion. Okay, so I'm not actually sure where they park here. However, I need to turn the lights off, like so. APU bleed on, ignition switches back to off, and the strobe light we no longer need. And the transponder also will go back off, like that. And oh, there's an EasyJet and an Air Tours. That's how old this scenery is. Goddamn Air Tours. Beautiful airline. And off, and of course we can hold the clock. Actually, we should have done this side. 4 hours and 2 minutes. 4 hours and 2 minutes. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so the APU is on, so transfer the power across. And where can we park? We've got a weird facing stand, haven't they? So let's see. Where can we get in? Maybe on the other side of that German wings. But how on earth are we meant to get into the stand doing that? They're all parked like facing outwards. This is going to be interesting. I hope there's a stand at the other side of him. There should be. How's he got there? The dirty little hacker. How has he done that? Right, I'm going to turn into 3, 4 and 5. And just see what they have in store for us. So the German wings is on 5, facing out. Oh, I see. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. So then stand 4 we can go to. And got the brakes on. I guess it all depends on the wind. Well, not really so much with aircraft this size, but okay, turn off the lights, pull forward a little bit, not too much. And parking brake set. Excellent. Engines off. Back to ground. Anti-collision light off. We can I don't actually know how you turn like the dome light on in this thing. Where is it? Is it no? Oh, there it is. There we go, bright. Nice. Turn off all the fuel pumps apart from the one that powers the APU. Hydraulics can go off like so. Packs we don't need anymore. APU gen we do. APU bleed even we do. Pitot statics can go off. And the window heats too. And the yaw damper too. And we can also bring out the ground services, so both stairways. We'll bring the cones out and the loaders. That will do for now. And release the passengers. Once again, welcome to Heraklion. And I just realised I left the flaps out. Oh well, we'll just pretend it's hot. And we needed to keep the flaps out. Or whatever that dysfunctional rule is for Airbus. But yeah, here we are. It's beautiful scenery. Absolutely phenomenal scenery. Everything about it is just 10 out of 10. Okay, so this concludes episode number 2. I'm going to be doing the turnaround now. I'm flying back to Leeds, and that will be episode 3. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's a nice trip down to Greece. And as always, if you would like to see me fly from somewhere, or fly somewhere even, using the Jet 2 ops, using the Jet 2 aircraft, then in the comments below, and of course the most popular comment, we will follow. I've had enough now. Been here for 5 hours. I've got to go edit this and get it uploaded. So hope you enjoyed yourself. Thanks for the support, and until the next video, I will bid you all even farewell. Bye bye.